Alrighty, welcome back chemistry students to your second video of the day. So we're going to look at actually how to measure things accurately and precisely here real quick. We're going to look at how to measure a meniscus as well as how to just measure in general. So a meniscus is this curved line. You won't be looking at them particularly in your class in real life because you're going to be doing this at home, but you will need to know how to read them on paper as well. So notice a meniscus can either curve up like this one here, or it can curve down like this one. And you're going to either measure from the base of the meniscus or the tip of the meniscus. And then I hope you all know how to use a ruler, but we're going to elaborate on how to better use a ruler here in a moment. So, in order to measure, you're going to measure what is known, and then you always get to estimate a single digit. So what that means is this graduated cylinder goes up by ones. We have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to 30. So make sure you're always looking at the entire scale so that you know what you're measuring to. We know this one goes from 20 to 30 so that each of these represent 1. So when we look at this, we know that this is 21, 22, 23, 24. So we know that we have 24 milliliters of water. And that is known. That's a 4. However, we also get this one estimated value. So when I look at this meniscus, it looks like it's right on the line. So I'm going to estimate it to be 24.0 milliliters. That's an M, because I'm estimating a singular digit. Whereas with this other graduated cylinder, it looks like I'm going from 40 to 50. So each of these represents 1. So I have 41, 42, 43, 44 again, but we're not right on the line this time. So I know I have 44, and I might estimate that to be 44.8. So my estimate is going to be 44.8 milliliters. Now, on this, I'm going to be pretty lenient on grading. So you could say that's maybe 44.8. You could say it's 44.6, 44.7, 44.9. But if you say it's 44.1, that's not correct. If you say it's 43.2, not correct. You need to be within about 1.1 measurements, if that makes sense. I'm going to include another supplemental video on this too if you need extra practice on that. So with a ruler, you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to try my best to show you this online, but it might be kind of hard, so I'm sorry if this doesn't work. But we're going to be measuring this line. I don't want my face to show. So we're going to be measuring this line, and we're going to measure it in inches. So I'm going to place my ruler right on the front of this. It's really hard to do this when the screen is mirrored. So if I have this, I think it might be backwards view also. It looks like I can measure to the 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. Ooh, this one's actually fancy. So, yeah. We have to the 0.2, so 0.15, 0.2, 0.3, and everything like that. So this is a very specific measurement. And in my mind, it looks like it goes to 2.53. So, or sorry, 2.053. So I know this is 2.0, 2.05, 2.1. So it's less than 2.1, but it's more than 2.05. So I could say it's 2.053. Again, watch that other video if you're still confused, because this is really hard to teach virtually, so I apologize. What I want you to do for homework tonight, online students, we're going to be doing an activity in class of classifying materials as good forms of measurement. So you aren't going to be doing that exactly, but you are going to be identifying why different things are good tools of measurement. So I'm going to have you take a look at a couple different things, and I'm just going to show you images of these things now, and then you can look them up later as well. So we have a graduated cylinder. I don't know how to zoom out on this. There's all my belongings. We have a beaker, an Erlenmeyer flask, and a syringe. So what your job is going to be to do is to classify whether or not those are good forms of measurement and why. And as well, you're going to find 2 additional measuring objects that you think would be helpful in measuring. In addition to doing that little piece of homework, make sure that in your note packet you do these couple practice measurements as well. As you can see here, you have about 4 things that you, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that you can practice measuring on. I'm not going to post the answers to those, so if you do want to check your specific answers, go ahead and just take a picture of yours and email them over to me, and I can let you know if you're on the right track or not. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Otherwise, make sure you just submit your text entry of good forms of measurement and not good forms of measurement. Those instructions will also be in words for you under your assignment tab. Have a good day.